My name is Myles-Young, and I'm a home coffee roaster. I grew up on Vine and McGee in Berkeley, next to the Gourmet Ghetto, and that was the influence for a lot of why I like coffee. Our family moved into the neighborhood around the early 70s, and Mr. Pete had already started roasting coffee and becoming a really big presence in North Berkeley. Back then, the Gourmet Ghetto was just starting to form. We had the cheese board. Chez Panisse came in with Alice Waters cooking the French Nouvelle California cuisine. It was a lively place to be, and it became a hub for everything that signified good food, and with the good food, good people. I started working for Alfred Pete in 1977. And Mr. Pete taught me everything I know about coffee. And when I came up, I believe I was the first black woman actually to work in his store. One day he took me down to his roasting house and he showed me how the coffee was roasting and the degrees, the temperature. I used to watch him very closely because I knew he was a master. Mr. Pete gave North Berkeley an identity for fine food. People came from all over the world just to taste Pete's coffee. He had one shop at that time, so pretty much if you wanted dark roast coffee, which was Mr. Pete's style, that was the place to get it. Mr. Pete brought that European feel to North Berkeley and gave it the name for what it is now, the Gourmet Ghetto. Mr. Pete was a really good friend and mentor. He had a way of doing things that no one else did. And I think that was my motivation for wanting to roast my own coffee. I just love the different origins of coffee. I like the different size of beans. I like the way it smells. I like the flavors of coffee. And I really want to teach people how to do the same thing, roast coffee in their own home. So I took what Mr. Pete taught me, and it's helped me to become a home coffee roasting crafter.